Welcome back, everyone, to Clicky Studios. We've finally got another podcast episode for you. I know it's been a little while, but we're working through school and the holiday season. You can tell I'm pretty festive. Got my little tree as well. These two got nothing, but,
Okay.
we won't talk about that. But anyway, today we have Carter, and we also have our new guest, Ryan. So this is going to be very, very exciting.
So today we're going to be introducing Ryan.
Hello.
We're going to be talking about the 405 Yiheng 3x3 world record average. We're also going to be talking about the 1.15 Sebastian Lee Pyraminx Average. We're going to be playing Two Troops in One Y with Ryan. We'll have an update on our applications from the fall deadline. We'll be talking about Worlds registration and how Phase Free went. We're going to be discussing our thoughts on Cuber-based cubes. We'll be playing a segment of Guess the Cuber. We'll be talking about our holiday season plans. And then, as always, we're going to round it off with our personal cubing updates and achievements. So, hey guys, and let's start with introducing Ryan. So, for a second time.
Who are
Ryan.
you?
Okay.
Hello.
Just start interrogating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hello everybody. My name is Ryan Shell. I'm from the beautiful state of Pennsylvania. Sometimes.
Some would say.
And yeah, some would say. But in terms of cubing, I've been cubing since 2018. I took a little break during COVID, but other than that, it's been pretty nonstop for the past 6 years now. My favorite event is Pyraminx and Three Blinds. I'm not good at either of them, but I just like them. And yeah, I now go to college at Penn State. I study meteorology, and that one is also fun sometimes. So you get it.
Meteorology is cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have not been to a football game here. I'm gonna be honest.
No.
I have been to, it's okay. I've been to half of one at William and Mary.
I think it's more of a crime though for me not going to one, but
Yeah.
that's fair.
I mean, they gotta be somewhat not cheap, right? Or are they?
I mean, the only cheap way for me to go is if I got like a student ticket, and those are like $250 for the semester, so it's actually a hell of a deal. It's just I keep forgetting to buy them, if I'm gonna be honest.
Oh.
I know, but no, I actually have plans to go to one next year, so hopefully those pan out.
Okay, so this past week, Yiheng broke another world record, 405 this time, 3x3 average. I'm not even gonna pretend to say like, wow, I'm so amazed, so shocked. At this point, it's just like, come on, let's go to Sub-4. Let's cut to the chase.
Next average is pretty much guaranteed to be Sub-4. Next
If
one.
it isn't,
You jinxed it. You just jinxed it. Well.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I won't be jinxing it for long. Like even if it goes to 401, like the next weekend is just gonna be like 389 or something.
Yeah.
No,
I'm kind of wondering how the Moyu sponsorship, right? Is that playing a role? Did the Moyu money get to him?
It is pretty funny.
I think that everybody money got to him.
Yiheng starts popping off both after switching to Moyu and after all the sliding controversy is over.
Yeah,
because
that's also
maybe
true as well. Yeah.
Now it's much less in his head, and he can more focus on 3x3 and what he's trying to do. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
really exciting. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, you go.
I think it's really exciting to see stuff like this while we're all very hype and anticipating Worlds.
That's also
it
true.
adds to it.
Yeah, that's a valid argument. What I was going to say before this is the thing that surprised me most about this kid is just his consistency, because I was looking at his WCA profile earlier, and he hasn't gotten a sub or like a above like 6-second average since I think it was like 2018 or 2019 or something like that. Like being consistent with sub 6 for like basically 5 years now is kind of crazy.
5 years is like almost half his lifetime.
Yeah.
Oh
but
my.
Yeah, just this. It it almost makes me wonder like what he's gonna do more in the future. But at the same time, who the hell knows? So
Yeah, and like this is keeping is so fun because I absolutely love comparing it to stuff like speedrunning where it's pretty similar. It's just it's a cube, not a game.
Yeah.
And so it kind of feels like this is like this crazy phase where you can't think the record can get any lower, but then one guy just keeps going lower.
yeah.
And
Also, I'm just gonna fact check myself right now. It was 2021, not 2019.
2021. Okay, I was going
Yeah,
to say
he had a
pre-COVID
607 in the. He had a 607 in the middle there somewhere, but it was like one out of how many averages he's done since 2021. So like, it's like irrelevant at this point.
Yeah.
And then I'm just thinking like 405. Yeah, there's no way in my head that Yiheng doesn't break that like before Worlds. Like that's not possible. Like if you're trying to make that storyline in your head, it's very keep dreaming about it. I think Yiheng is clearly the number one favorite to go sub-4 for the first.
Well, do either of you guys remember what the record was when we were at NEC? It was like 4.3 or 4.4 or something.
Somewhere around there,
yeah.
So then, like, if it keeps continuing like that, which of course, I would hesitate to say that progression like this is linear, but even say it is, we would be at like 3.5 by the time Worlds is, which I don't know about that, but
yeah. So that's that's something to look out for sure.
The other thing is like China wasn't able to have competitions for the longest time post-COVID.
That's true. That's
like
true.
We all were able to go to comps first. So imagine like where the record would be today. Do you guys think it would be lower if Yiheng was able to compete earlier?
Well, here's the thing about Yiheng is that when we first saw him in 2021, I remember first seeing him in 2021. We were just like, "Oh, look at this! This is a kid from China. He's really fast, but like, he's not gonna get world record." Like, some people might have thought that, but like, he's like, "Okay, this kid, he's fast. It's cool." And now we see Yiheng as like, "Oh my God, he's like smashing through these barriers. Like, no one can stop him." And
sorry,
I think if Yiheng was just, I don't know, if he was competing during that hiatus, maybe we would have kind of saw a gradual development and maybe the storyline wouldn't be as intensified. But since Yiheng pretty much burst onto the scene, I think that's really heightening the impact.
The thing I was going to bring up is if you look at his WCA page and go like way back to the beginning, he went to his last comp before COVID was in November 2019, and he got a 22 average. And then post-COVID, this comp was, I think, December 2020 or somewhere about there. He got a 7.8 average in his first average back. So that kind of jump is just on some insane level. I think if like COVID never happened and comps just happened throughout that time, you probably would see that like slight progression downwards, but just I think it does, like, COVID does play a factor in there because during COVID, like, for me especially, I had so much more free time than I ever did up to that point. So obviously I chose not to use cubing for it, which was maybe not the best decision. But
who knows? Maybe you could have been Yiheng Wang today.
Yeah, for real. I could be him, but I'm not. But yeah, it's almost like a what if. But honestly, with where he's at today, and how old is he? Like 8, 9, somewhere around there.
It's like I think going on 10, maybe.
I thought he was 10. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea how old this kid is. But if he keeps it up, he probably will have sub-3 soon. It's just at least for me,
Sub-4
average. Did you mean sub-4 average or sub-3?
Oh yeah, sorry, I meant sub-4. I don't know why I said 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Like get sub-4 average.
I think both could happen soon, to be fair, but
it's true.
With him too, with the sub-3 single, I could see that. Him or Max, I think, would be the two biggest people on my mind.
Really? I was gonna say Yiheng or Ruiheng.
That's valid.
That's
Yeah,
also true.
yeah, that's also true. Honestly, I was just trying to think of people that have like insane TPS. So yeah, so any of those three in my mind might do it. So the next talking point that we were gonna bring up was Sebastian Lee's 115 average, and honestly, this average makes me a little sad as somebody who wants to be good at Pyraminx, who isn't. But honestly, just talking about this average in general, this kid's been on fire since, especially like the start of 2024. He's only had a handful of like non sub one or sub two averages since 2024 started. I think if I'm counting right, four, five actually. In the whole of 2021, haven't been sub two, which is a little insane. And if you even look at the average itself, it's fairly consistent.
Yeah.
Like overall, because he didn't even have a sub one single.
It's true. Yeah, I'm not too well versed into Pyraminx. Honestly, if I'm being very brutally honest, I haven't been in the loop in cubing news too much. So just kind of seeing that, and like you know, I knew the only Pyraminx record I think I clearly remember was Elijah Brown's single, which was incredible to watch. But now also looking at this, like 1.15, that's a low number. It's a really low number. And
That's a little bit of an understatement, but yeah.
yeah.
What's really crazy, I think, in Pyraminx is that, you know, we have a lot of really fast Pyraminxers who, you know, have PRs in like the 1.5, 1.6, even like 3 in the 1.4, and then there's Lincoln with a 1.2 and Sebastian with a 1.1. Like,
yeah,
the
I was about to
gap
bring that
is
up.
insane.
It's insane.
Yeah, like the fact that like Pierre has gotten to a point where like you basically need to be sub one, or sorry, not sub one, sub two, if you want to be like, was it like almost top 100 at this point, and the gap between first and third is 0.3 of a second, is kind of on the insane side considering how close everybody else behind them is. Then you got like these two massive jumps with first and second. It's like, to me, it almost reads as at what point is like the record gonna start to become like not unreachable, but like to the point where like instead of you seeing it like every couple months or a year or something like that, it's gonna be like every like 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a disgusting statistic, guys. The Pyraminx average is closer to the 2x2 average than it is to the Scube average.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Way.
Unfortunately,
like,
he's right.
By like 0.1 or 2. By 0.2, I think. Yeah.
That's closer to the 2x2 average than the Scube average?
Kira is closer to 2x2 than it is to Scube in terms of times now. By world record.
Well, it used to not be, right?
I know. Because you always think like 2x2 is out in front, and then you got Pyrrhus Cube.
Yeah.
Now Pyrrhus is closer to 2x2.
I think my favorite thing about this all too is like how like I talked about that big jump in the whole Pure podium for like top 3, and then you look at Scube and it's like they're separated by 0.04 of a second across the top 3.
Yeah.
That's like, also true.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now we are going to be moving on to one of my personal favorite segments whenever we get to do it, is Two Truths and a Lie. We always do this when we have a newer host on. At least we did it with Zach. I guess that's the only time we've really had a new host, but now we get to do it again, and maybe it'll become a tradition.
Maybe.
I hope it does. It's fun. I like this game.
All right. Present to me your 3 statements.
All right. So the first one is, while I lived in Europe, I went to a competition. I built my own race car, and I've seen a tornado in real life.
Whoa. Okay. I can grill you on the race car because I've got knowledge.
You can.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we talking about here? Was it like a go-kart or was it like a?
No, it was a rally car. It was a 2006 Volkswagen Golf GTI that we converted to a rally car.
I can believe that.
Off-road tires, rally suspension.
Rally suspension, roll cage, seats.
Roll cage.
Yeah.
Okay. How many people worked on this?
It was me, my dad, and my grandfather. There was only 3 of us.
I don't know. He had those answers really fast, and I didn't even ask about the roll cage yet, and he threw it in.
You're good.
Did you race it? Well, not race it, but like, did you take it places, like go to a track or something?
No, I did race it.
You did race it?
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
I competed in a couple rallycross events and a couple rallies in general. Although on its last ever rally, which was its second ever, it unfortunately met its demise.
Okay.
I don't have any more questions on that.
I think that one's true.
This is in Pennsylvania, so I feel like the tornado could be true, but it's generic.
I've seen a tornado in real life. So you've seen how strong was the tornado? Was it like an EF1 or was it like EF?
I think the final rating was EF2, if I remember correctly.
EF2 isn't that bad. It's bad, but it's not.
The other thing is, okay, he studies meteorology, so this is very much something that he could like fabricate a story for very quickly. I feel like
he could do this, but like he also just can't. I feel like it's Pennsylvania. There's not too many tornadoes.
Where in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, where did you see this in Pennsylvania?
It gets pretty midwestern in Pennsylvania.
I was not in Pennsylvania, actually. I was in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? I would believe it less now, but now that he said that, I feel like I believe it more just because, like, why would you say that if I would believe it less? Oh, the mind games are huge.
Okay. The mind games.
Ryan, when did you... Yeah. Okay, one last question. When did you leave the... When did you leave Europe?
Europe? March of 2020, right before the COVID restrictions came in.
Okay.
Wait, where were you?
London.
London.
There's a lot of comps in.
There are a lot of comps in London.
And you've been competing since 2018, so it low-key makes sense.
I'm gonna lock it in. I'm gonna say the tornado is a lie.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the competition in Europe is a lie.
All right. Will is right. It was the competition in Europe was a lie.
Because, like, you wouldn't say Florida if it was a lie.
He's also a meteorology guy. Like, he knows where tornadoes are.
So, well, I wasn't. I will say
not in Florida. Or are they?
Well, I was about to say about this story. They can happen in Florida because they get a half decent amount of thunderstorms. But I wasn't even there trying to chase tornadoes. I was there on vacation. I remember one day there was like a pretty bad thunderstorm that I thought was going to hit us, so I was like all excited, and then it ended up going north of us. And then I remember my dad was just outside, like looking out the porch, and I decided to go with him to see what he was looking at. And faintly, you could see the top of the tornado just rolling its way across the skyline.
That's crazy.
It luckily missed like a couple developments, but it tore up an orange grove. So, yeah,
tragic.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad I never went to a comp in Europe. I'm gonna be honest, because
were you just not really cubing?
Yeah, not really as much. I was more focused on just school over there. But also I was gonna go to was it UK Champs 2019, I want to say. And then those plans fell through, but I forget why they fell through, if I'm going to be honest.
It's all good. Alright, so a little word on our application process. So we had, I think it was 15 applicants in total, and we selected 4. Yeah, we selected 4. So they're going to show up on our website, probably by now.
Yeah. I actually want to ask you, how did you feel about it? Because you handled most of that, and when do you think you'll do it again, and so on?
Okay, so the main point was the reason why I did it is because we need help. We need a lot of help. I shouldn't say it like that. I should say that we're grateful we're doing this, but also doing this is a lot of work, and sometimes we as a group, the 3 of us, Eric, Will, and I, we just all felt that like we could use a little bit more help. in achieving our goal of making good cubing live streams, of making all the good content, stuff like that. So I opened up the application process. I was a little worried, to be honest, because I didn't know who we would be attracting, who would be applying. I didn't really know too much about them, but honestly, all of the applicants were, in their own respective ways, they were strong. So it was very hard to make the selection from the 4. But we didn't even have a set number in mind. We were just like, okay, whoever, like, we want to take, you know, who we really think can develop the company. So we chose Ryan. He's part of business now. We also chose Hayden, Micah, and Will Vandergrift, not Will Clower. I can't choose Will Clower. he tried applying again, and I rejected him.
As I did. I needed I needed to know that I could get in twice.
And you did not.
But no.
I met you on the interview in Zoom, and then I clicked leave meeting. So
yeah.
Low key, I thought that was gonna happen to me, but it didn't.
No.
And I'm here.
I didn't click leave meeting. I just clicked mute.
Zoom over like Discord, like instead of Discord.
That's actually a good idea. I don't know why. I feel like
yeah, that's
I
like
feel like it would have been a lot better if I just did Discord. Honestly,
that's like doing Skype.
I had to cut Hayden's interview short because we were talking too much. Like we were discussing too much. So
I remember when I got the email from Carter saying like, "Oh, your interview is this time. Here's the Zoom." I'm like, "Dog, I'm friends with you on Discord. Can't we just like call?"
I know.
Quick?
Okay. Here's the thing. I had to treat like everyone was like I already knew you. I already knew that. But like I just wanted to make sure that everyone got the fair thing. I didn't want to. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really stupid. I don't know why I didn't do Discord. I feel like it would have made it a lot better. Anyway,
we're a Gen Z company.
We are a Gen Z company.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about it. In terms of when they're gonna come back, probably when we're gonna need help again, which might be soon. It might be later. I can't give you a clear date on that.
You never know.
Yeah, when I get fired.
Oh, okay. By saying that, you're already increasing your chances. I'm kidding.
That's crazy.
Anyway, we guys want to do if he gets fired, which actually
like, placing a bet right now? What is this?
Yeah, so if he gets fired, then he's gonna have like nothing to do, right? Like he's gonna go to Penn State. And
just become like a meteorology major, like that's nothing, and a weatherman, like what is that?
Yeah,
really
but like
when you're,
once in a while, when you have like nothing to do, you want to have some fun. So if you want to go have some fun, then you want to go maybe watch a game, or watch a show. Well, you can buy all of those tickets on SeatGeek.com using code ClickyStudios to save up to $20 off on your first purchase. That's code ClickyStudios at SeatGeek.com for up to $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek will give you a rating from 0 to 10 on what tickets to buy and the best time to buy them. So if it's like a 2 rating, then don't buy them. If it's like a 10 rating, then you're getting a good deal. So I've personally, as a personal testament, I've used SeatGeek before I got the sponsorship, and quite honestly, they're a great company. I remember I think we watched it. I think I bought them to go watch the Giants lose. So that's fun.
Well,
I mean they kind of do that all the time, but like, yeah, that sucks. Use the discount code Clicky Studios.
Use it. Don't go to a Giants game though.
I went to a Jets game too, by the way, and then I also watched them lose. I went to the Seahawks one like a week ago, and then I bought this stupid hat right here. This is Jets on it.
Okay, even if you're a Jets fan, the logo kind of sucks. It's just the name and an oval.
Exactly.
It could be a bit more.
Jets, Jets.
Oh god. It's
Okay.
like Penn State levels of
Yeah,
delusion.
you gotta
Champ.
stop.
Okay. Well, let's just go on to the next segment.
All right, so now we're gonna move on and talk about Worlds registration once again, Phase 3, and there are 203 slots left at the moment of recording. This is officially the biggest competition in the history of the WCA.
Yeah.
And,
Unless 800 people don't show up, then it's not. So
yeah, and it's not even close. It's not even close. So, how are we feeling about going to something like this?
I'm very excited. This will be the farthest I've ever traveled for a competition, and
Me
you know,
too.
a lot of people go because it's like, oh, it's Worlds, but I just go for the vibes, honestly. Like just being able to see all the people that like sometimes you can't because they live far away or anything
Yeah.
like that. It just makes the comp so much fun, and that's kind of what brought me back to cubing when I took my break during COVID. But yeah, I'm just excited. I'm also very shocked there's still spots left, even after phase 3 has
I
very
want to
much
talk
opened.
about that.
Yeah.
I think watching Worlds registration and trying to predict when it would fill up is like being a Jets fan. Okay? I'll explain why. We were so confident that registration was going to fill up in phase 2, by the way. We thought it was going to fill up all the way in phase 2. And then
I know, people were telling me I was going to have to fight for my life during phase 2.
I thought by the time we got to phase 3 that the Jets would be in the playoffs, that Aaron Rodgers would actually do something. And not only has Aaron Rodgers not made the playoffs, he sucks, by the way. Phase 3 is just not. It's not filled. It's not filled, and that really shocked me. Like that really shocked me. Like
Completely agree with you. Completely don't like the reference, but you know what? It's okay.
I mean,
Yeah, I think this Worlds is the Worlds to go to. Like there were problems with last year's, of course, and well, I didn't have much against Australia, Worlds in Melbourne, but it was incredibly far for most people, and
that's just inherent,
wasn't
right? Yeah.
very well for Australia especially because the
Do you know
highest concentration of cubers are just not there.
Yeah. Do you know the other bids that were proposed, or
I don't
I thought
know.
China
No,
was
that
like a
was
bid in there or something.
far too long ago for me to remember, but
Bringing up China as a bid is just a whole nother conversation about like whether that would even be viable. But yeah,
That's fair.
I can see
That's
that.
fair.
but yeah, it's also really cool to see like there are going to be so many communities that have just like multiple tables. Like I know that people on Skube Discord are going to have like a Skube table, but then there's also definitely going to be like a Mid-Atlantic table, like where all of our friends and us are, and
Yeah.
maybe even multiple. It's going to be crazy.
It's
The
gonna be
vibes
insane.
are going to be insane, and it's not only like it's 2,000 competitors, but we're also going to be in the room with like 10,000 people with how many guests are going to be, how many families and everything. Like, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be an insane amount of people.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yes. I'm like very
unlike
much like
anything we've seen.
Okay.
I was just gonna say I'm excited for the amount of people going. It's just I feel like that room's gonna be crowded.
Oh.
No, it is.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I wish I could like look into
It's
the
also
venue
July
more.
4th weekend too. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
there's
can't
a
wait
lot.
for the crowds of people to be migrating. Like whenever like this like remember like at NAC like whenever Max Park had like a like he was solving like
Yeah. The whole room of people would go.
Yeah.
Finals viewing is actually going to be insane.
Oh
It's going to
man.
be absolutely packed. Everything standing.
Yeah, if you want to
space,
be able to
all
get a
of it.
seat for finals, you're gonna have to go on like Thursday afternoon. Like
Yeah,
pick out a
you're
seat.
gonna just have to just camp out. Like pitch a tent,
We're gonna
man.
put up tents. Put up a Clicky
Yeah.
tent. Let's have like a purple tent and just like stand in the front row.
I really hope that it's not just like the one big screen in the middle, and like it'd be really cool if they were on the sides too. or like
Not even that. I think if they kind of like brought the stages together, but they moved the screen like up, I think that would be really cool too. But that's just me.
There's a lot of things they can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be unreal.
Okay, so now we're gonna talk about something that interests. Will actually brought this up. It's Cuber-based cubes, and I think we're actually. Will, you want to say something? So let's go to Will.
I just want to clarify like what that means because it sounds kind of weird when you just say Cuber-based cubes, but this is referring to cubes like the Volk, the Haze 7, the just like world record like Matty Gan 15 and Yiheng 33, was that a thing, right? No, Yiheng Du.
Oh, Yiheng, yeah.
The whole thing of Mercers.
Yeah. And even like the U cube from Cubehead.
The Yo cube, yeah.
Yeah. So those are what we're referring to.
Yeah. So I think we're seeing this transition though from like it's been happening from you had like the Haze 7, you had the Volk free.
I think the Volk was before that.
Yeah, I know. Out of order. But then we kind of see a lot of like cube retailers. They kind of go and I think the first big one was it might have been the Yo. I don't know if the Yo cube was first. I think the cubicle still had some like signature setups.
You mean like modern?
Yeah, like like the Matty Gan 12, like stuff like that. Like I think they had all that stuff before the Yo cube. But the Yo cube kind of I don't know if I would say revolutionized it, but it brought upon like a certain light that content creators could do the same thing too, and they could become popular, and their cubes could become popular. So I thought that was interesting.
It is. I don't know. I mean, obviously, when you see a world record holder or like a top level solver make a setup, you're more inclined to buy it if you're looking for better performance.
Yeah.
I've personally never tried the O Cube or owned one, so I can't speak on how good it is, but
yeah, me neither.
That's just my perspective.
I think even going back to like the Volk and the Haze like series of cubes, like some of those cubes are actually like very good, and some of them even were like kind of not revolutionary, but you know what I mean. They definitely brought over some advancements. That
the Volk 3 was like a viable cube up until like maybe 2022, I would say.
Yeah, hell, even now it can be if you really like it.
Yeah,
but
I would say so.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It almost seemed like to me that like they were good cubes and they were a little pricey because they had this name attached to it, but they were almost worth it. But some of them were just super big misses to the point that it almost made like it kind of almost like not like forced people to stop buying them, but almost like kind of cast under a bad light for me. Because I remember when the Vault Power came out, that was not a lot of people really liked that cube. I know that was in like 2020 or like 2018 or something like that, but yeah, I remember after that people were like because I remember like even up to that the Vault 2x2, 4x4, 5x5 were all seen as like the cube to use for that event, and then the Vault Power came out and everybody hated it, and they were like this like what's the point anymore?
I actually still use the Volk 5.
I mean, it's a good cube. I'm not going to judge you for it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I agree. It even goes back to the thing of, early on, like even just like putting, Drew Brad's face on the boxes of Moyu.
Oh, yeah, I think it was Moyu.
Yeah, Moyu.
Moyu puzzles. Just having that face and name attached. I mean, of course, sports do that too, and it's just good advertising. But it is definitely interesting to have the idea that it is their setup. Like you're getting. I don't know what to really compare it to, but I guess it would be like. This is a weird comparison, but hang with me. Like celebrity fast food meals. Like,
The
you know what I mean?
BTS meal.
I
Like
see
the
it.
Travis
I
Scott
see
burger, like it's like
But
it's what the celebrity supposedly likes the
No,
most.
no, no,
You
no,
know?
no. I think it's a little different though, because you have to think about also how advertising works. Like, Travis Scott, he's a very popular person, right? But he's not known to have a good taste of burgers.
That's fair.
He just likes it. I think if because these cubers are good, they're good at what they do. If this worked for them, then surely it can work for you, and that's what these cubes are trying to do. And I think they do work for a lot of people.
I was actually gonna say in my mind a better comparison would be like I don't know, I know Carter watches soccer. I don't know how many people watch soccer, but like how many times see like, oh, Cristiano Ronaldo cleats or Messi cleats or like stuff like that. Like everybody's like, oh man, they wear them, I have to wear them now. It's like that kind of thing where it's like
Right.
it almost like pass this feeling of like, okay, I need to not fit in with the status quo, but like, oh my god, these people are using it, why shouldn't I use it?
Yeah.
Like, what's
I
stopping me
think,
from doing it?
dude, imagine how funny it would be if, let's say I saw that there was a post about the Maddie Gen 15. Like, imagine, someone got a world record on that, but then, a cube retailer goes up to the person that set the record and asks, "Oh, what's your setup? We want to make a cube out of this." And it's like,
The Matty Cube.
It's a Matty
it's
cube.
sorry, that's Maddie.
It's already the Matty cube.
You can go back to Maddie actually, and then ask him again.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
I
fun.
was about to say that would lead to like an awkward situation because then like as like the cubicle or whoever like does this, they'd be like, "Hey, can we take your name off this and then put it back on, but with somebody else's name?" Like,
That'd be strange.
yeah, that would be
very diabolical.
Yeah, I was about to say give like Yiheng like some like other person's setup, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh, it's
Yiheng
not
should have a setup. That's
yeah. I'm surprised he doesn't because isn't he on Team
Cubicle? You should do that.
Yeah.
You should do that. Okay, that's a great idea. It came from us.
It's because Yiheng uses someone else's setup on 3x3. No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe he uses the Maddie setup and he doesn't want to admit it. I don't know.
No, he doesn't use GAN. He's got a partner with Moyu, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I always thought of like this weird like moral conundrum where it's like, let's say like somebody's sponsored by like Chi or something like that, but like they only use like this certain cube, like let's say they use like a Moyu 4x4 and they don't really want to change. Who's stopping them from just slapping a Moyu logo on that, or sorry, like slapping a Chi logo on that and calling it an afternoon? Like
No one.
Yeah, like I know it's like kind of like a weird gray area thing, but that thought came into my head and I don't know. I was just thinking about it.
Slapping a logo onto a different cube is.
It's just a lame.
I mean, you hand that cube to any other cuber, like top level cuber, and they'll know. Oh wait, why is there this logo on there? It's not that.
Yeah, no, I know. Like I thought it was like a weird idea, but I was like, it was almost like I thought of like, has anybody actually even done this or considered it or something like that?
Sure,
I don't know.
Considered it though.
Oh, probably. All right, and now it's time for everybody's favorite game. It's Guess the Cuber.
Yeah, jingle for it. Actually, I'm not. We're not making a jingle for it.
I was about to say, please don't. Does anybody want to go first? I'll volunteer. Does anybody want to go?
Ryan, how about you go first? You're our newest.
Yeah. All right. I'll do that. I'm down for that. All right. So how does this work? Do you guys just ask me yes or no questions?
Yeah, and I'll start.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Does your cuber live in America?
No.
Oh God.
You always go for the location ones, man. I was gonna say like, okay, does your cuber main and end by an event?
Yes.
Does your cuber main? No. Is your cuber from? Oof. Oh no.
I'm too good at this game.
Does your cuber name main free by free?
No.
Do I go for the snipe?
Go for the snipe. Why not?
Is your cuber Sebastian Lee?
No.
Oh, dang it.
That was a good guess.
Good guess. Good guess. Does your cuber live in Western Europe?
No. Actually, I think I should clarify some. Well, I don't know if I should clarify them that. But it wasn't about the Western Europe one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably fine. Why did you say? Okay, Western Europe is way too specific. We don't even know if it's European. Could be a 2x2 main as well. Because my first thought was 4x4, but I can't think of any other 4x4.
Fine main. I'm guessing your guess, like you're almost like what's their best event.
Sure. What's the
Yeah.
best?
All right, cool. That's fine then.
Gosh. 5, 6, 7. No. Is your keeper from Asia?
Yes.
Ah. It's looking in completely the wrong space. No, it can't be. No, okay, it's not gonna be that easy. Okay. Is your cuber... I want to go for the snipe. Is your cuber Seonghuk Nam?
No.
I would have thought he made 3x3. Anyway, okay, this isn't my actual question, but are you including 3x3 OH in N by N because we usually throw that inside events?
Oh, well then yes.
Is your keeper Sean Patrick Villanueva?
It is.
He got 2 questions. Okay, well, I'll accept it. That's fine.
No, I mean we had to clarify.
So
Dang it.
I didn't know. I didn't know where OH
When we've
fine.
done
No,
this
it's
game
fine. It's
before,
fine.
we've
Okay.
thrown OH
Right.
into anyway.
My bad.
But
Clearly,
since
I have not watched this segment before.
It's okay,
since
it's
Will
okay.
won, like the great employee he is,
I
I'll
always
go
win.
next.
Okay. Hit me.
Ryan, you will have the honor of going and ask you the first question.
All right, cool. Is this person's main event a side event?
Yes.
Yes.
Does your keeper live in America?
Yes.
I had to check that.
Yeah, it's
No, I had to check side event. But yes, they live
Not-
in America, and yes, they made a side event.
all right. Not my actual question, but do you know what region this person's like competes in most
Yes.
often?
Yeah.
You do. Does this person compete in the Mid-Atlantic region most often?
Most often, I would say no.
No. Okay.
Ooh. No, the snipe would be too easy. Is your cuber
I'm worried my keeper is a little bit too obscure, but I hope you guys get it.
We'll find out.
does your cuber live above
Just looking at the map, that's good.
Okay,
Your
actually no,
cuber
that's too
lives above
specific.
the
Does your cuber live in the West Coast?
No.
Okay.
Does this cuber live on the East Coast?
Yes.
Okay, we have region.
It's on the East Coast. Can you clarify what coast is? Is it every state that touches the ocean and nothing
That is
else?
a crazy question. East Coast is the coast.
Coast. Okay. Wait a second.
So it has a beach, is what you're saying. The state has a beach.
Yes, and it's not a
Okay.
lake beach.
I was figured.
That doesn't
Man, he's
help.
really digging down that map.
Not Mid-Atlantic.
Wait, is it my question or your question?
It's yours. Oh wait, no, is it mine?
I think
Yeah,
yours.
no, no, it's yours because I asked the East Coast question.
Oh, okay. Does your keeper live in New England?
No.
Does this cuber live in Georgia?
No.
Okay, that was a bad question. Actually, now I'm thinking about it.
What? Okay.
Does Georgia have?
Doesn't go to Mid-Atlantic comps. Made a side event. And lives on the East Coast. Huh. I had a hunch, and then the East Coast thing threw me off so hard. It was like a ship, and then those just crashed into the iceberg and sank.
Actually crashed into the East Coast.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ah,
Thank you. I'm here all night.
okay.
Is your cuber a delegate?
That was a good question, actually. I
No.
didn't think of that.
No. Okay.
Well, then there goes any sense of this. I'm gonna stick with region. Is this person from North Carolina?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Wait a second.
From North Carolina, yes. I don't know if this person goes to school in a different state, but I know that they are from North Carolina.
Okay, it's enough for me.
This is what I think it is. It can't be. No, it can't be.
I'm worried they are a little obscure, if that tells you anything at all.
I would say shoot your shot, Carter. See if it lands.
Is it? No, it can't be. It can't be. I'm just gonna avoid it until I know for sure. So does your cuber main Megaminx?
No.
Okay.
I don't know any North Carolina Megaminxers anyway.
I was just throwing it out just in case it was too obscure.
Does your cuber main Pyraminx?
Yes.
Sure, cuber. The other Will.
What?
No, it can't be. It's not Will Vandergriff, right? It's not the person who we just hired.
That's your question? No.
No. Okay.
I'm struggling to think of
I feel like you guys both have to know this name. Have to, right? Right?
It's probably gonna be one of those things where it's like I hear it and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm stupid, but I'm drawing a blank right now.
Oh boy, I actually can't figure this one out.
I can't say that though, because that might be a little. Let me give it away.
Can you give us a decent hint? Because I'll use up my question for it.
Questions. What are you talking
Okay.
about?
You know what? Is your cuber considered young, like 13, under 13?
No.
No. Ooh, I don't know. I actually don't know.
I'm struggling to think of. I'm struggling.
I can't.
Okay, wait. I have a question. So
Yeah.
you said that they main Pyraminx.
Yes.
Is your cuber like the number one person in their state, or do you not know that? Well, yeah, actually, no. Wait, I have a better question.
Yes.
Is your cuber sub 2 in? Or sorry, sub. Yeah, no, sub 2 in Pyraminx Average.
Yes.
They are.
Wow. Okay.
I think I know who it is then. I don't know their last name though.
Oh gosh. Okay, yeah.
Is your cuber Carry Creech? No.
Is that your final?
Yes.
Is that your final question?
Yeah, that's my final question. Is your cuber Carry Creech?
You are correct.
I was thinking that.
Okay, it just came to my mind. I went to like a couple of comps with him too in North Carolina.
Yeah, he was my friend for the longest pre-COVID.
Oh my god,
when I was competing a lot.
I am so sorry, Carrie. I feel like I should have known.
I feel like okay. I thought I messed up for a second because he had Clocknar, but his best rating by far is Pyrrha. So
yeah, he's better
not
at
by far
now. I wouldn't consider him a clock man anymore. He's definitely more of a Pyrrha main.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
All right.
Ask away.
Well, you can go first.
My turn to ask first. Okay. Is your cuber an N by N main?
No.
Okay.
Is your cuber North American?
Yes.
Does your cuber main a PBQ event?
I would say so. Yeah.
What's a PBQ event? Just out of curiosity.
A blind
Please
in
be
FMC.
quiet. Yeah.
All blind in FMC.
All blind. All right. Is your cuber Stanley Chapel?
No. Nice snipe
It's a
though.
good guess.
Crazy. Yeah, I got
It was worth a
no.
shot.
It wouldn't be Tommy because he'd say Tommy's. No, would he say Tommy's Glock or would he say Tommy's blind?
I don't know.
Shoot your shot.
Tommy Carey.
No, and I would consider him blind more than clock.
Yeah, because world record.
All right. So this person's. Does your cuber main multi?
No.
Oh gosh, but it could also be FMC.
Oh, I didn't
Stanley
even
or-
think.
He wouldn't do row because I already did row,
Yeah.
and he said it wasn't multi-blind. Who else means like big blind?
The only other person I can think of for some reason is Graham Siggins, but I don't think it's him.
Does your person main FMC?
No.
Does your person mean 4 blind?
No.
Okay, it has to be a 3-blinder. It has to be a 3-blinder.
Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense though. Oh.
Uh, 3-blinder, North America. I mean, I can only think of like, oh gosh, I'm not good at 3-blind mains, but do I go for another snipe or do I not?
I might go for a snipe because I have somebody in mind, but I do not know. if
Okay,
it's
then I
right.
have to snipe. Is your person Liam Chen?
No.
Dang, that's who I was gonna guess.
Just our region. Yeah.
Is your cuber West Coast US?
No.
Has your cube ever gotten a world record?
That's a good question.
No.
Okay.
Is your cuber Southwest?
No.
Oh no, sorry, I don't want to say Southwest. I meant to say Southeast.
Well, you lost your question, so well.
I know I did. I'm an idiot on that one. My bad.
I don't know 3-blinders in Southeast, do I? This, well, it's not Tommy Cherry.
The one I can think of is Tom Shit. What's that?
Well, I
Nah,
didn't
he
say
had a
yes
world
or no
record
to it
with
yet,
that.
so... Well, you go.
Your cuber... Is your cuber East Coast?
No.
Is your cuber Gulf Coast?
No.
Is your cuber
Oh, nowhere.
Heartland?
No.
Is your cuber from the U.S.?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You just gave me like the Chick-fil-A lady face. Like, you want Chick-fil-A sauce?
I thought we were lost. I'm like, wait, is this guy like Canadian or something?
I don't know any Canadian blinders.
Isn't there that one guy who's like half decent? I forget his name there.
I mean, Ryan, there's no way Ryan Wu mains blind, and that's the only Canadian solver I could think of at the moment. Wait,
Take
no.
a shot.
No, he's not good at blind. I don't know, man.
What's that one guy's name? He was at NAC, and I said,
Syracuse
said
Ryan
hi.
Wu. Carter.
What? Oh, is it Ryan Room? No.
Okay.
Is your cuber like, it's like Elliot K or something like that? I forget his last name, but I know his first name's
I'll give it
Elliot.
to you. It's Ilya Koplansky.
Hell yeah.
He's Canadian.
Yeah, I went for Canadian because I knew. And also the biggest mistake was that Ryan asked, "Is your keeper North American?" You didn't have to add North American because Canada is such an unnecessary. It's an unnecessary
Well,
country.
because I know there's a couple good people from Canada that were good at blind, so I was like,
Yeah, but you didn't know
I
they
didn't
they
know
were
He
blind
was
silvers.
from.
well, yeah, but you know what I mean. There's good Canadians out there.
He's
Shout out to my
Canadian.
Canadians.
Yeah.
Best ranking, or is it 5 blind?
It's his best ranking is free blind. So, but he does have very good rankings in 5 blind,
4 and 5.
4 blind, and multi blind. But his best ranking is free blind because he's top free. So.
Okay. I just didn't know. I just
Okay.
it was fun.
So you guys have fun.
I did have fun. That was a lot of fun and a lot of stressful
It's always
heartaches.
So, Will, what's that hat you got on you?
okay. When you said introduce holiday segment, that doesn't mean you asked like the lowest brain, like head empty IQ question ever. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna be starting off the holiday segment.
Yeah.
We're starting the holiday segment. That's our intro, and we're starting the holiday segment here. So, we at Clicky Studios, we celebrate Christmas. I think all of us do, right? Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what are we doing? What are we doing for Christmas?
What are we doing?
Each of us individually. What are your plans?
Well, I am finally home for winter break. Home from college. I finished my exams today, and we always go out to my aunt's house for Christmas Eve, and do like a first Christmas there, kind of with extended family and food and fun. We always do a crazy hot sauce challenge because my uncle
Oh no.
grows peppers and owns the hottest hot sauces like in the
Ever.
world.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and he's even got like the last dab from Hot Ones.
Oh no.
Oh
It's
wow.
pretty cool. But yeah, and then Christmas is always spent here at the house with my family, and then I've got my birthday 5 days later, where I'm
Happy
turning
late.
ramp status. We're gonna have another podcast episode, so you don't have to say that yet.
Okay.
But yeah,
I won't be on there, so happy birthday.
thank you. And yeah, we go drive around, see lights, all the Christmas stuff, watch movies.
Nice.
Wait, Ryan, are you going back home during Christmas?
Yeah, I am going home. Unfortunately, Penn State's finals haven't even started yet, so I'm stuck here till Wednesday. Yeah, as you can tell yeah, I know. As you can tell from this crappy furniture behind me, I'm still in my room. But yeah, I have my last final Tuesday night, and then I go home Wednesday. So I cannot wait to be back home. I can't wait till. I know you guys aren't meteorologists, but I can't wait till I don't have to see anything about vorticity for the next month and a bit.
All right.
But yeah, over break, I think I don't really have a whole lot planned besides like my Christmas celebrations. Celebrating with my family, my parents, my grandparents. I do a lot of family stuff Christmas time, so it's nice to catch up with everybody. Eat good food.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like I can hang out with my girlfriend too, but she decided that she had to go on a cruise. So she's abandoning me.
Oh man.
I know. Yeah, no. I got work too. Got to make that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But also my birthday is New Year's Eve, so wish me happy birthday.
Day after mine?
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Wait.
Yeah. It's also my 21st birthday.
Oh my gosh, you were 03.
I
We're
am.
less than a year apart by one day. Are you
Are you
serious?
4?
I'm 04.
That's funny though. I didn't know that.
That's crazy. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
But yeah.
Okay. What am I doing? I'm not doing that much, honestly. I am going to Manhattan Well, I went to Manhattan yesterday when this podcast is uploaded. How I did there, we'll find out. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I might want to after I go to the competition, I might want to look at the Rockefeller tree. I might want to go over to Rockefeller Center, but it's gonna be super crazy. So, and I'm also going to New York City alone for the first time. So,
Have fun.
Yeah.
Sorry. Are either of you guys expecting snow a bit further north than me?
No. It's in the 40s and 50s, honestly, here, which is
It's
insane.
16 right now. What do you mean?
For me, like some days it was 40s, 50s, which is insane. Like
I know it's like, here, I'll tell you this: the current temperature at State College right now is 15.
I was walking to school in like 19 degrees like last week. What do you mean 40s, 50?
Well, Ryan lives in like the middle of Pennsylvania. Like I live like in the middle of New Jersey, closer to like the ocean and stuff like that.
I only go to college here because in reality I live closer to Philly. Like once I go back home,
Yeah.
so it's at least a little warmer there. Not much though.
All right. So, a couple things before we begin the personal achievements section. We have a discount code at the Cubicle now. You guys know that?
Yeah.
Use code Clicky Studios to save 5% off on your order. But no, seriously, guys. The code really helps us a lot, and we are. If you want a pitch on why you should use our code, we want to make keeping live streams. We want to make them better, and we want to make more of them. So, the best way you can do that, is either buy a jersey, or use our discount code at Clicky Studios. Use our discount code Clicky Studios at the Cubicle. Ryan understands it.
Yeah, I mean I know this doesn't exist anymore, but this exists.
H-Trip's still around. Yeah, hell yeah.
No, I meant like Cubicle Labs doesn't exist anymore.
You know they make Glubical Labs, right? Where they just like glued like a bunch of cubes together and then they sold them. It's
With the magnets, yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of a joke.
Yeah. Well, wait, look how old this thing is. It still says cubicle.us.
Oh, that's ancient.
I have an OG shirt with that, yeah.
Anyway.
I think I do too somewhere.
Personal achievements. How are you guys feeling? What do you want to do? Well, we'll start with Ryan, since you're our guest host for today.
Yeah. I'm also the slowest, so it's a good thing to start off with me.
Aww.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I do have 3 comps in 3 back-to-back weekends that I'm actually kind of looking forward to. The only problem is I gotta move back into college in the middle of it, so yeah, because where did I go? So I'm going to, I think it's like Crisco Cubing or something like that. Then I'm going to yeah Kisco. Sorry, I don't know why I say Crisco, but and then I'm going to Princeton and then Pottsville. But yeah, I'm excited about Pottsville because I got really into blind lately, and it's kind of not the most common event to have in the Middle Atlantic, so it's nice to have comps that have 3 blind. I'm hoping for an actual success this time because first time I ever did blind in a comp was like 2 weeks ago, and I tripled the NF, so that wasn't fun. But yeah, I'm excited.
It'll happen. You'll get it.
I hope so. I just want it to be like a success. Like I don't care if it's like 6 minutes or something like that. I just want it to be a success.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I? Actually, I want to start off with Will. That's what I was gonna say.
Okay. Well, I've been completely locked in on exams for the past couple weeks, so I haven't really been able to do much cubing. But now that I'm on break, I'm dedicating time daily to Scube 1 looking. I still haven't given up on it. And I don't have a competition for Scube, but I do have a competition. I'm going to Bethesda in January, and that's going to be loads of fun because our own Eric is organizing it. And last time, despite the hazardous environment,
Phrase it like that? Okay.
It was still a really fun comp, and I can't wait for Bethesda Winter Wonderland. And also, I'm planning on competing in virtual, so it's kind of cool. First time for that.
Such an Eric thing to organize virtual at a comp.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love Eric. What am I doing? So yesterday I went to a Manhattan comp. Well, yesterday, like when we're uploading this. So it's kind of weird. I'm time traveling a little bit. I don't know how it's gonna go. Low key. I haven't really practiced clock too much. I did jam this finger. So that was like a week ago though. So I was a little bit out of practice. But it's healing. And I also sprained my ankle yesterday.
What's that got to do with clock? Okay, Loki. Like, I'm sorry that you sprained your ankle, but also, what's that got to do with clock solving?
Do you not use your ankles when you solve clock? Come on, man.
I just
Clock with speed?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting injured. Like at the same time I had this like jammed finger, I had a sprained ankle. Like that's what I was trying to say.
He's balling too hard.
Yeah, both while playing basketball, by the way, which sucks. And also my glasses broke too. That was completely.
I know, that's why we can't afford dinner anymore.
Don't put this man on the court.
And I had to use all the Clicky Studios money. Like that's coming out of your guys' stuff. So to pay for my glasses that I broke on my own.
Okay.
Now I have to tell my family that we can't have dinner tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Thanks, Carter.
Man.
Thanks, Carter.
Anyway, other than that, yeah, I've been on the clock grind a little bit, but oh yeah, also blind's fun. Where's my blindfold? Yeah.
You don't gotta put it on.
I don't know. I had it in my pocket because I went to a talent show. I solved the cube blindfolded in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Did you actually?
Well, like, it was like the 5-second scramble from like cubing encoded, but it's still fun.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Some guy used that on America's Got Talent.
that is true.
Yeah.
Britain's got talent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bag, and then they do it, and then they pull it out. And
Yeah.
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 You want to
Or it's like actually one
It's because I made the short. We made the short about it.
No, I
yeah.
knew it. I learned the trick actually.
Oh, you
like
did?
when I was in middle school. Yeah, and then I showed people, and it was like, oh, whatever.
It's like the one like where you solve like 3 sides and then like the other ones are just randomly scrambled. Then like you
Yeah,
can like do that. Like
Yeah, that too.
yeah, you flip it. Yeah. I pulled that on somebody once and it worked surprisingly.
So, that's going to do it for this episode of No Comps on Mondays. Today, we introduced Ryan.
Yay.
Still here. We talked about the 405 Yiheng 3x3 world record average. We talked about the 1.15 Sebastian Lee Pyraminx average. We played 2 troops in 1 line with our friend Ryan. We also gave an update on the application phase and my thoughts about it, which I truthfully have to say that all those applicants were incredible. We talked about world registration, phase free not filling up as much as we expected, and we also talked about the anticipation going into Worlds 2025. We talked about our thoughts on Cuber-based cubes, including Maddie's GAN 15, stuff like the Hay 7, all of that nice jazz. We had a segment of Guess the Cuber. Guess the Cuber was very, very fun, and these guys don't know they're Canadians. So even though they're both wearing like some shade of red. Actually, Ryan's wearing.
This is orange.
And then finally, we talked about our holiday season plans, and as always, we rounded off the episode with our personal cubing updates and achievements. If you guys want to go support us, make sure you use the code at SEATGEEK and thecubicle.com. Both links will be in the description below. You can also buy a jersey if you feel so complied to. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch you on the next Monday, because remember, there are no comps on Mondays. We'll see you then.
Bye.